Now we're going to bring up our next key resource and sponsor. And this one is so important to me because just yesterday, so I like to infuse a lot of my nacho phrases into stuff. So yesterday, patient looked at me and my assistant and said, I'm completely satisfied with this upper overdenture. I'm so glad I did it. And he actually gave us a real thumbs up sign. That was really, really, really nice. Okay. Because I don't know if you notice as a dentist, sometimes people not so nice to you. Okay. How did that happen? I had an in-office specialist place the implants and I restored them. And he's ready to do the lower at some point. One phrase that I use is, and you guys can use in your business life is, this is a great phrase. When you have a customer, a client, they're overwhelmed, they're not sure what to do, just say, hey, when you're ready to move forward, we'll be ready to help you. So when you're ready to move forward, we'll be ready to help you. So I have the awesome Darius from Paradental. Darius, tell us your help story, and then we'll dig into what you guys do.
Thanks, Paul. I really appreciate it. This is a great honor to be part of your community. We've had a lot of great success working with you guys. My name is Darius. I'm the co-founder of Paradental. Quick story about how we help dentists. We deliver traveling dental specialists to practice owners and helping them to develop a multidisciplinary approach with an in-house modality.
Awesome.
Many of you have probably heard of the whole in-house specialty concept. We work with specialists and we work with practice owners. So if I may, I'll give you a quick story of how we help both sides. I have an endodontist I've been working with for 6 years. He was in private practice. He just didn't know how to network himself, and build a referral base and nurture it, right? Awesome endodontist. He actually did root canals on my wife. We trust him impeccably as a referral. He was in a financial distress because the amount of cash flow he was generating was just not there, and his home was in jeopardy of being foreclosed. Wow. So he actually says to this day that since he met us, we got him up and running in so many of these private, GP offices, working a day or so a month, that it augmented to his income to the point that he's now positive cash flow.
That's awesome.
Right? Yeah. He's a good friend of ours today. And on the practice owner side, there's many benefits here of how we can make their lives easier. First and foremost, once you get in the routine of setting up specialty and you start developing that in-house referral pattern, I call it referring in instead of referring out.
Yeah, Matt, I love that. Right.
Yeah. The specialist basically comes in every fourth Wednesday of the month, or let's say every fourth Friday of the month. So you could take a 3-day vacation or spend some more time with your family. And hands down, specialists, they always will produce more for a practice than a GP would. So monetarily, you're actually making out a lot better that way too. The second, there's a lot of benefits that will make a GP practice owner really just easier as a lifestyle. Second is that when you're referring out a case, and let's say you're referring out an RCT on 18 to the endodontist, the office manager has to communicate from not just your practice as the referring GP, but also from the specialist's practice, all the insurance details, right? So patient gets referred out, they max out their insurance, patient comes back for the restorative for the crown, and they start complaining. Hey, I didn't know it was going to be out of network. You were in network this whole time. Why do I have to pay cash for my crown? It's a surprise. And these surprises cause a little bit of distress during the day. When you see a patient unhappy over something like that, it's just not good. Third, which I like to say, that it's the liability that you let go of by having a specialist come and do the specialty cases.
What you've shared in these 3 ways are great. And I have had in-house specialists since 2005 because I wanted to make my office like Best Buy. I was a kid from New Jersey. I just loved that Best Buy could sell people CDs. Those were things for people who are under the age of 30. CDs, computers, TVs in the same place. And I also realized, I don't know if you guys noticed, people don't love the dentist. So if they could keep up the momentum in the same place. But what I also share as the relationship-based guy is it doesn't mean that you can't ever work with an outside specialist. What it just means is you can capture more in your office for when it makes sense. So we've had in-house specialists in our office for years, but sometimes somebody wants sedation, we don't do it. Somebody wants to go on a Friday when our endodontist came on a Wednesday. So what you're really doing, Darius, with Pear is so great, and Alex, is you're giving dentists options to increase production in a responsible way. You're incorporating specialists, right? If you talk to specialists, they have challenges too buying a practice, buying into a practice. So maybe this fits into their life for 3 or 4 years and then they move on. So we've had all over the map with that. I mean, I just think that's awesome because the thing, as somebody who did a lot of surgical stuff early in my career and really don't anymore, it's because you're doing so many other things. It's nice when your periodontist comes in and just does this. So when you called it liability, that's true, because if you're not doing as much of things anymore, it's easier to just have the endodontist do it. And I'm going to guess, Darius, has anybody had brought in a specialist and said they wanted to go back to doing their own endo? Has that ever happened?
I've never had that in 6 years
Right.
of doing this and the 200 practices we serve. Actually, the most common specialty that's asked for is endo because let's face it, a GP doesn't want to sit in the chair for an hour and a half and miss a canal, right?
Right. It's one of the challenges there. So, Darius, if people are looking to work more with Pair Dental, they can text Pair to 215-543-6454 on our end. But how can they reach out to you guys directly?
If you're a dentist, I want to talk to you. Please
Awesome.
give me a call. My direct number is 213-805-6282. My email address is Darius, Darius, at pairdental.com, PAIR dental.com.
Awesome. And I have to share, as somebody who loves this book called The Tipping Point by Malcolm Gladwell, you are an awesome connector and you've connected us with great people already. So that's why just reach out and talk to Darius. If you're a specialist looking to go in an office, perfect. If you're a practice owner looking to hire a special, perfect. If you're an associate that may buy a practice, also perfect. And you guys are just so nice, so JBN, Darius. I really appreciate you being part of our team.
Thank you, Paul. It's a pleasure. It really is.